Hello, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Raquel Reedy, and I'm the superintendent of the Albuquerque Public Schools. And I have the distinct pleasure of reading a book to you, one of my favorites. It's called Delicious Hellabaloo, and it's written by somebody named Pat Mora. That's the author, and the illustrations were done by Francisco Mora. And the fact is that, so illustrations means the pictures. So Francisco Mora drew all the pictures in this book, and Pat Mora wrote the book. And let's look at the front because I love the colors. Isn't it cool? Let's see, what do we see here? We see, well, I don't know. I see an armadillo. Have you ever seen an armadillo? That's an animal that kind of lives in the desert. I love armadillos. They're really cool. And this one is doing something pretty special. What is he doing? Playing a guitar? That sounds like my kind of thing. And look at these creatures here. These are lizards. And they've got fruit. There's fruit and a bowl of fruit. And here's another armadillo with an orange. And let's look outside the window. It's kind of night. Why do you think it is like night right now? Yes, it's because you can see the stars and the moon, so it's nighttime. But they're not ready to go to bed. Do you think they're ready to go to bed? I think they're ready to party. So let's see how this story goes. And so here it says again, this is dedicated to my nephew, Christopher Mora, who savors family. Savors, what does that mean? Savors. Enjoys family. Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. Sometimes savors also means that something that tastes really good. But in this case, I think that they're saying that Christopher Mora enjoys the family. Anyway, so let's see the first page. Hear the music from moon and starlight? Quick, call our amigos to bring their appetite. Amigos, you've heard that word before. They're putting in some Spanish words here, some English and then some Spanish. And this word amigos is pretty special. Amigos means friends. So hear the music from moon and starlight? Quick, call our amigos to bring their appetite. And here we have the scene. So it is, let's see, it's nighttime. We already decided because we can see the stars. And can you find the moon where the moon is kind of hiding? Can you see it? It's right here. There's the little moon right there kind of peeking out. You know how sometimes the moon kind of comes over the mountains and then it moves. It kind of goes higher and higher. So this moon is just starting to peek out. And there's a lovely house. I think it looks like an adobe house. And what makes you think that we're in a desert? That the house is in a desert? Can you check? See? Yep, you're right. It's because we have cactuses around. And that's pretty deserty, huh? And the fact is that we have, what do we have here? Some more lizards. And they're coming, and they're kind of going towards this house, huh? And here's the armadillo walking towards the house. That's very interesting. So they're all going, and they're bringing their appetites. And let's see. Next page says something interesting. Smell the mangos. Mangos. Have you ever heard that word, mangos? It's a fruit, and a lot of people in Mexico love mangos. It's very sweet, and they make a juice out of it. So, smell the mangos, calling this hot evening. Hungry lagartijas will gobble anything. And there's a couple words there. So there's a Spanish word, mangos, and then there's another Spanish saying hungry lagartijas, lagartijas. And that means lizards in Spanish. And it actually says lagartijas means female, girl, the lizards. And here they are. Sure enough, look, here they are. And this is the mangoes. And they really must like them because it's in a bowl And each one is trying to grab a mango. Sweet, sweet mango. Everybody loves mangoes. And let's see what happens here. Here come the musicians, ready to pluck and play. Música so juicy will soon start to sway. There's another Spanish word there. Did you catch that? Música. What do you think that means? Música. Here come the musicians, ready to pluck and play. Música so juicy means music. Music. Música so juicy will soon start to sway. What does that mean if we're swaying? It means we're dancing, and we're dancing to the music. Sounds to me like there's a party going on. Sure enough, let's look at the picture. And here comes the lagartijas with the lagartija with a guitar, and then an armadillo with another guitar, and someone has what? They have something here that they're playing. Can you see what this lizard is playing with? Maracas. Those are those rattles that make beautiful sound when you have music going. And here is this other lagarta, and she is holding what? A banana? I think she must be hungry. Everybody else wants to hear music and dance and sway to the music. But this one was so hungry, she hung on to her banana. Let's see what happens next. When lizards hear music streaming from starlight, they call, "Come, amigos," friends. "Come, amigos. Join us on this orange night." What a great way to describe a night. So here they are, and you can see them. They're all around, and they're looking at the fruit. Someone's carrying this away. And we have another one that already started peeling one. And this armadillo's kind of watching. Do you see something from the window? What is that? It's the moon. And is it as little as it was before? It's a little bit bigger. That means it's climbing up in the sky. And it's got stars still. So the party's really getting started. Let's see what comes on the next page. Oh, here are two Spanish words. Cerezas dulces. Cerezas. Cerezas means cherry. Cherries. Cerezas. Cherries. Dulces. Sweet. So they're saying sweet cherries. That's a good way to describe it, because cherries are definitely sweet. And then it says, pajarita sings. So the little pajarita is the little bird. So the bird is singing sweet cherries. Really excited. Mouthfuls of red roundness for our fiesta evening. And here we have another word, fiesta. That means party. They're going to party. That's a Spanish word for party. And so here we can see the little bird shows up for the party, and she's singing because what is she really looking at? She's looking at the cerezas, or the cherries. And everyone else is just kind of doing their thing. And the party's going strong. And do you notice something about the moon? It's getting a little bit higher. Let's see what the next page tells us about this party. Lizards stir tasty dishes, toss tomatoes, cilantro, chilies too. Lizards plot and plan our delicious hullabaloo. Wow. Hullabaloo. I love that word. That's an English word. Hullabaloo means wild party, so much fun. We're having a dance and we're singing and we're eating. That's a hullabaloo. And so here, let's look at the picture. So here we have the lagartijas kind of looking at what? Getting some chilies, bringing what? Tomatoes, and they're actually getting ready to cook the meal. And they're pretty excited. Look at that one. I was covering this one. They're just come all over the place. And here is the moon again going up a little higher. It means time has kind of passed a little bit. Let's see what the next page tells us. Such mashing and smashing by Armadillo Gourmet, the sassy salsa splashing as the musicians play. Have you guys ever heard of salsa? You ever had chips in salsa? It's kind of like a sauce. It's tomato and chili and onions, and you eat it with the Doritos, and oh, it is so good. And Doritos are like corn chips. And so that's what they're making. They also put some cilantro in there, which is like another spice that they add in, kind of like a special greenery that they add to make it taste good. And they're still playing the guitar. And here we have our gourmet cook smashing everything together to make the great salsa. I think he got a little carried away. Why do you think? I know why I think he got carried away. Look at this. Look. Splashing the tomato sauce all over the place. And notice our moon. See, our moon is kind of still climbing a little bit higher. See the next page. Armfuls of color armadillos bring, sashaying to the music of plinging guitar strings. So here they're bringing armfuls of colors. The armadillos are bringing every single colorful fruit that they can. And then what was the other word that was there? That was sashaying. Sashaying is like walking to a rhythm. You just kind of walk because you're feeling pretty happy. So sashaying to the music. The music makes you move. It makes you sway, and it makes you kind of walk like with a rhythm. And then the plinging guitar strings. What do you think plinging means? Have you ever heard a guitar being played? You know how sometimes you get the string and it goes bing, bing. That's basically what they're hearing, but it's obviously very good music when they put it all together. And here we have bees buzz, ripe fruit, birds bring blooms to strew, setting the table for the Hellabaloo. So now they're getting ready. The salsa's done, the food is ready, the fruit and everything, and so they're trying to kind of make the table look inviting and pretty and colorful, and where everybody wants to sit at the table and really have fun. Here you have the little pajarito with a flower, and then of course the armadillo. He looks like he's ordering people around, and here are the bees bringing the stuff. Look at this bee. He's pretty strong, huh? What's he doing? He's carrying a big old banana. And this one, a big old orange. Pretty good. Everybody's doing their part to make sure that the party is a huge success. Let's see this page. It says, mouthfuls of flavors, each smacking such glee at savoring an evening with friends and family. So they really are digging in. Look at that. Look at that. They're just like really digging in. This looks like, could it be cookies? I think so. I think they're having cookies. And look, they're being so polite. They're offering bowls of food for their guests. And here we are. We have this guy here. This lagartijo, he is stirring something very delicious. And everyone is really enjoying their time there. Armadillos pour juices. Lagartijas sing with zest. Amigos tonight will swing without any sleepiness. So they're talking about lagartijos, the lizards. They're singing with zest. Armadillos are pouring the juice. And everyone seems to be truly, truly enjoying their evening together. It's always nice to be close to friends, huh? Did you notice the moon? A little bit higher. Oh, I can't. To friend fish, bird chatters, of trips she plans to take across the sandy desert on some yellow daybreak. So here we're having a conversation. That's part of the most fun of being at a party, is you get to talk to other people and you can share your ideas. And here is the fish, and he's invited to the party. And here we have the beautiful bird that's been so busy. And now the bird is just talking about, oh, you know what I plan to do? I'm going to go and fly around and visit different places. That's just really shows what a great party it is. Everybody's being friendly with each other. Old lizards whisper cuentos. Ooh, there's a Spanish word. Cuentos. Cuentos means stories, just kind of like the story I'm reading you. But the old lizards are whispering cuentos. Amigos, once upon a time we drank pitchers of moonlight long after our bedtime. There they use the Spanish word amigos, and you know what that means. Friends. So the old lizard was, again, another conversation that they're having, and they're talking to each other, and they're just remembering memories. They're talking about, other parties that they went to and that they had fun. I think everybody's really enjoying this time in that little house in the desert. Tonight, young and old dance to moon and starlight too. Join in the fiesta, the delicious Hellabaloo. And that's where everybody's just, and look what we have here. It's like confetti and string, and it's just really a fun time at the party. And look at the moon. It's getting kind of late, huh? But they're not looking at the time. They're just enjoying themselves. And I love to see the lizards dancing with the armadillos. Isn't that nice? They're so different, but they enjoy each other. And that's what friendship is all about. And let's see what the next page brings. That's it. So the story ends with everybody having a great time and enjoying their friends and families. And that's what caring about each other is all about. And that's the end of our story. Boys and girls, I hope you liked it. It's one of my favorite. And I hope maybe you'll remember some of those Spanish words that we learned today. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye.